What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Hypman, and you're watching Ottawa on the Rise. And today's guest is Fletcher G. Welcome to the show.
What up?
Respect for having you.
Thank you for having me.
You no doubt, no doubt. Alright, so I'm gonna get straight into it. I gotta ask, what's your thoughts on the hip-hop scene in Ottawa?
Right now, I think we're a bit, lay low. But, right now, in this year's especially, I think Ottawa's doing a great move for hip-hop.
Yeah.
Everyone's starting to come out. We have new artists coming out of the trenches.
Yeah.
And, we all just trying to, if I would like it if we all just would, like, collaborate together and just, like, move as a unit. Toronto does it with some artists and some other, Montreal does it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only piece that we're missing is that, collectively, all the artists from Ottawa should, like, instead of just, okay, they're doing this, we all just work together to build that platform.
Yeah.
In the States, that's the way it works. When an Atlanta artist comes out that's new, all the Atlanta artists are just like, all right, cool, he's from our city, might as well,
So show him love.
Yeah, show him love, let's put him on the map.
But they don't do that like that in Ottawa.
Everyone has their confined groups in Ottawa. This artist mess with this artist and this artist, or this artist mess with this artist, and then they don't really see eye to eye. Other artists in the groups don't see eye to eye.
Yes.
And I think that's the only piece that we're actually missing right now is if we take apart all the differences. Oh, he does this type of rap, I'm not gonna mess with him because that's not what I do.
Yes.
Instead of looking at the differences, just be like, look, I can use that and help you do this because I know how to do that. So
Exactly. Okay, I understand you. Okay, so with that being said, where are you from, brother?
I am originally from La Belle Province de Quebec. Born in Quebec, Montreal. Shout out 514-438. I was raised in Ottawa. Vanier, Pineview. Shout out to all the PVs niggas out there.
Okay.
But this is what I call home.
Okay. When did you move to Ottawa? Since you were born and raised in Montreal.
I came young, but I came like around 4 or 5 years old.
Okay, so you've been here for...
I've been here for a while, but my mom always made sure that we went back on a regular basis. Family in Montreal, we always went back. West Islands, downtown Montreal.
Okay. So with that being said, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
I am 28 years old.
28.
Yeah.
So that's 24 years, 24 long years in the capital. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Okay. Alright, man. So with that being said, what made you start rapping and what was your influences to start rapping?
I originally started off as a singer. So when I was 5 years old, I started singing with my sister, who is Grace Define. Shout out to you.
Okay.
My mom used to do nonprofit organizations for, at the time, was Jean Chrétien, for women of color to learn how to sew. So I started singing in front of the stage very young.
Okay.
And when I got older, I found out my mom was an international French poet. So I started doing poetry. And it just, by the time I was like 15, 16, I started writing my own poetry. I got published as a poet, and I just made the transition. Everyone I was going to school with wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah.
At Lester B. So naturally, you hang out with the boys, you're gonna have to come out with some lyrics.
Yes,
and I
exactly.
just started chopping up my poetry stuff and putting them into like music. And shout out to Benji, R.I.P. He's the one that really pushed me to go to the rap thing.
Okay.
And I haven't looked back ever since.
Okay, man, that's shit. Yeah. Alright, so what local artists have you worked with in Ottawa? And is there any local artists that you were like looking for that really want to connect and collaborate with?
I've worked with Two Tone.
Okay.
I've worked with Skrilla.
Okay.
I've worked with C-Roos. Shout out to him. Me and him worked for a while.
Okay.
I've worked obviously with Grace Define. She's more on like the contemporary pop, hip hop, R&B type feel. I've worked with DJ Alive. I've known him for a while as well.
Okay.
Who else? Like a lot. I have a list. Black G. He's originally from Montreal, but lives in Ottawa as well. As well as Sizzy Black. Part of my group B2B.
Okay.
So me, it's if you want to collaborate, I'm down to collaborate with anybody.
Yeah.
I'm always game. Because someone has something that I can't do that I would like to incorporate into what I do. And obviously the vice versa. I do a bit of R&B and rap, so I want to influence my style, what I do, which is like more R&B than hip hop, into that hip hop feel. Maybe someone's like trap and gutter or grime, and I'm like, all right, cool, I don't do that, so let me let me do that. Let me help you and you can help me. Let's collaborate so that way I see something different.
Yeah, I feel you. Okay. So with that being said, but so you just mean, so when I say you feature artists, you're saying you want to work with any and everybody.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. If you do country and you want a bit of hip hop or R&B, I'm game.
Okay.
Country's not like
Y'all heard it.
Country's not like my favorite genre out there, but why hate?
Exactly.
Why
It's
hate?
true. It's true. You got to be versatile in the game nowadays because you want to be able to reach like every audience that you can. If you're able to get down with some country folk and some gospel and you know the church, man, you'll go write that down, man. You don't have to be swearing in all your music. You don't have to be being vulgar. You don't have to be. If you gotta switch it up, man, switch it up. If you're a rapper and you're a singer, you need to be versatile to be able to get to where you want to go. You know what I mean? Okay. All right. So what do you have in the works for 2018?
Well,
What's your upcoming game plan?
my game plan? All right, so we already started my game plan. My team and I, we released "Tainted," which was my long-awaited EP debut, which we released in January. It took me like a few years to release because we had a bunch of tracks.
So where's if the people are on here they're looking to find out, where is it?
If you're looking to take a look into Tainted, right now it's on Spotify, it's on iTunes, you can get it on Google Play, you can get it on all major platforms. If you have Tidal, you can get it on Tidal as well.
See the link, y'all see the link, y'all see the link.
Right there, you know, I'm trying to put it everywhere so that way I don't discriminate on where you can pick it up. If you like what you want to hear, you know, go to Twitter, repost it, Facebook, post it, you know, tell me that you like it. Follow my fan page on Facebook, you know, it's Fletcher G, you know.
Make sure you leave feedback too, because the fans are important. The fans are what count. You guys are the ones listening to their music.
Yeah.
So if you need to feel something and you feel like that person could do it, man, why don't you send them a DM? Maybe hit them up in the comments, say make a song like this. Or this song should have sounded like this. Give them your opinion. You don't have to hate, but just give them your opinion.
Yeah, it's constructive criticism, you know. In any type of form, what you do, whether it's do music or you're a construction builder or you're like anything you do, or you work fast food, whatever, you get constructive criticism to get better.
Exactly.
And that's what we need in Ottawa. As for artists, is, you know, not anybody just hating, just everybody just being like, look, I like what you're doing, but if you were, let's see if you were to do it this way.
Okay, so with that being said, okay, if you could change one thing, okay, one thing in the Ottawa hip hop scene, and you have full control over doing this, what would you do? What would you change?
What would I change?
Yeah.
I would change just the way that the shows work in Ottawa.
The shows.
The shows. Like we have a bunch of hip hop shows that happen, right?
Yeah.
But like you see certain artists and you see certain artists just get shine. But we know we have a vast variety of artists that would fit better or cater better to certain things.
So
people just
certain events
group
and
together.
Stuff like
yeah,
that.
you know.
Okay.
I've done a show. I've opened up for Mobb Deep. I've opened up for Freeway out of town. I've done Moonfoo. Shout out to you. You know, I opened up for you a while back.
Hey, my boy.
Yeah. You know, it's one of the artists I would love to work with as well as Moonfoo.
Yeah.
I've always. Now he's Haitian. I'm Haitian, so. It works
makes sense. It makes
you
sense.
Know, that French rap is.
Yeah. It is, man. I ain't even gonna lie, man. I don't even know no French, man. And I be hearing it, and I be sitting there like,
hey.
Hey. I mean, so I feel where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I feel where you're coming from. All right, so we got a little off topic back there. We got a little topic. All right. So what realistically? You don't have to go into too much detail.
All right.
But what is your game plan and what should the people be looking out for in 2018?
All right. So as I said before, you know, we dropped Tainted in January.
Okay.
You know, it's out everywhere. People go get it. Blah blah blah. So coming up soon, we have a show for Connect the Dot on May 25th.
Okay.
You know, shout out to Connect the Dot. And then from there, we're moving on to my EP, my second EP out of the 4 being released this year.
Okay.
Getting released June 15th called Prince the King. Watch out for that.
Okay.
And then we have another one coming out August 18th on my birthday called King to God. And then November 10th, we're dropping out my final one out of the trilogy set from Prince to King, King to God. And then we have Death of a King on November 10th of this year. So we're just trying to build an image. Me, Marc Barry from AMG and Sony are just trying to build this image of a collective EPs. So it's not just I'm just releasing stuff. It's just
Yes, it's a game plan.
picture.
It's not just I'm throwing this mixtape out. I'm throwing this out and let's just see where it goes. You're like, I got this coming out that's gonna go reflect, and then we're gonna reflect off of that one with the next one, and we're reflecting off the next one with the next one.
We're just trying to build, like, we're trying to change the game a bit. Everyone, releases mixtape series.
Yeah.
And you get it for free, and it's all great and it's all gravy. But no one's ever released like their EPs as a series within 1 year. No one's ever done that. I've seen artists release mixtapes in 6 months, like 4 or 5 of them, great, and they probably follow out every other one. But no one's ever done what we are doing right now, and we have a great, graphic designer and a great someone that does paints basically.
Yeah, okay.
And she's doing all the photos, and we're gonna get a graphic designer to hop in there and put all those pieces together. When we release the final one on November 10th, you'll see what I mean. I'm not going to give spoiler alert, but you'll see what I mean when it all connects. And then, for 2019, we have a little surprise, we're going to drop an Easter egg at the end of this year,
Hey, Easter egg for y'all. Make sure y'all look out for it. Easter eggs aren't just in video games, motherfuckers, just to let y'all know.
Yeah, we'll drop a little Easter egg where I'm trying just to show Ottawa, look, this is what we have. Yes, it's my project, but this is the type of talent that we have in the city.
Yes.
It's only going to feature, the features that are going to be on these EPs are only going to be from Ottawa.
Okay, proper. See, Ottawa on the rise. Salute to Fletcher G. You already know.
Only Ottawa. I've contacted a few artists. There's a few artists, Cyrus as well.
Okay.
He was on my first EP. On the song Shoot Me.
Shoot me, shoot me.
We have Sissy Black and Black G on the EP for Prince the King. Watch out for those, B2B gang. And that's what we have planned for this year. We have a lot of moves. Shout out to AMG and Sony for, management. And we're just going to keep moving forward. We have a lot of big things happening this year. But I can't give you all the spoilers. But we will give you an Easter egg. Once King to God comes out, we're going to drop that Easter egg. And we're going to give you, just a taste of what's going to come up for the next year. So that way you guys go cop, Death of a King on November 10th. And you guys await that final piece for that Easter egg for the new year.
Okay. Alright, man. That sounds like a game plan and a half, bro.
It's a lot of work. But, if you want to really do something, you're going to have to willing to put that work in. You're going to have to put in that work. You're going to have to take a few, chances. You're gonna make a few mistakes along the way. You're gonna do that. It's a process. Yeah.
Hashtag it's a process. You know what I mean? So I feel you on that.
I love what we're doing. Marc Barry, has worked for Sony. He has over 36 platinum records as a producer.
How'd that come about? How'd you manage to meet him?
So Marc Barry works out of Toronto.
Okay.
And I was signed to an indie label from California 8 years ago. I was signed to 20 Entertainment, and I was working with them. I went on tour with them. I did a lot of songs with them. Released a collective, I'd say album.
Okay. All right.
Like what DJ Khaled does. He brings a lot of artists in.
Yeah.
We released one of those.
For sure.
For all the artists on the label, and a few artists got Shine, Miss Champagne, V-Dot, shout out to them. And once my contract was done, I went my own way. I went on Hideout. And last year, when I decided, it's finally time for me to get out of hiding and finally just start releasing a lot of new material, my old manager from 20 was like, yo, listen, we still cool. I still think of you as like my little brother. And this is what I have. We were trying to, switch up the game for Spotify. And Marc Barry got a hold of my music from Avery. And from there, we just last 4 or 5 months just build a relationship, and he's like 100% into what I do and my music, and he's like, this is a great plan. Sony came on board for distribution.
Okay, shout out to Sony.
Shout out to Sony Canada, and they were expecting big things. Shout out to Dwayne from AMG as well. We're expecting big things this year.
Yeah.
And we're just hoping, not only for myself as an Ottawa artist, but for all, Canadian artists going forward, invest a little in your career and you'll see a lot back.
Yes,
and that's proof. Maurice Moore invested a bit in his career, and he was able to take that little investment that he did after leaving college and expand it even more. There's a lot of artists, Belly had to do the same thing. Pay respects to yourself, invest in yourself, and you'll see yourself get those doors open, and you'll be able to achieve whatever. So this year's, I think, is the year for Ottawa. Every artist that wants to come out this year or has been already out and about,
Okay.
just, invest a little,
Yeah.
Whether it's 500, a grand, 2 stacks, 5 stacks, 10 stacks, it doesn't matter. Project Prezi is another one from Ottawa, from Pineview, that, I look into,
Yeah. But that's the thing. That's the thing, though. There's a lot of people. Yes, I understand that there's people that don't have all the dineros, but you guys got people. You all got boys in traps. Y'all got people that are working 9 to 5s that have been stacking since they started working at 16 and are 30 years old. You guys have these people. You just need to show them your drive, show them your motivation, show them that if they were to spend and invest in you, they're not just wasting their time, they're not wasting their money, they're putting it to a good cause. So if you're really interested in your music, then that's what you need to do. Just make sure that you dedicate it, make sure you go do it, because look where he's at right now.
Just invest just a little in yourself. You don't need other people. If they want to jump on, offer them a little percentage here and there, whatever. Build a real business plan and go forward. That's why it took so long, to release my EP Tainted. It took me so long just to put out music. I didn't have a consistent business plan just to show like investors or show record label execs, this is what I'm doing. And then the minute I was able to release Tainted by myself on my own, and they saw that, and then they saw exactly what I was doing and moving forward with, they were like, okay, cool, we're not going to give you all the candy and the stars and the glitter and all that jazz. We're not going to feed you with all these lies. We're going to tell you, invest in yourself, and then you'll see that investment go a long way.
Yeah.
And I find that a lot better, than a major record label coming up to me and be like, look, we're going to give you, your little advance here. We're going to chop you in for like 5 years with 5, 6 albums. And then we're going to take all your profits for your album. So you only get show money.
Yeah.
So, invest in yourself. You'll see yourself grind out, hard out, and go forward.
There you go. With that being said, man, this wraps up the show. I'd like to say again, it was a pleasure to have you, and thanks for having me. No doubt. You're watching Ottawa on the Rise with Fletcher G and Hypman.
Yay.
Salute.